faucet,
Yeah.
click on it.
Hey, Alan. Alan Pransky. Yeah, you gotta unmute it, Alan.
Soon and nothing
There
else.
you go.
Alan.
Good, how's it
Hello.
going? You're looking
That's the
good.
Debbie.
There's the Debbie right there.
I went au naturel.
Like
Yeah.
slow motion.
See which one you got to do.
You gotta, yeah, you do it. Yeah, there you go. Hey,
We're
Yep.
trying to change.
I went au
I
naturel.
can't hear you.
What?
I don't
Here?
know why.
We're not broadcasting? Testing one, two.
Inside, there should be an audio.
No, we're
Open it all the way up.
we're
Lower
unmuted.
right-hand side, it says leave.
No.
Chat. It says chat.
I'm
Share
on-
screen, reactions, stop video, mute.
No way you can transfer this over? I'm wondering how. Go up here and see view options. Let's see if we can do it there.
Hang on, we're working on the problem. All right, Alan?
Okay.
Wait a minute. It won't let me. Wait a minute. I had to move the whole Zoom thing up.
There you go.
My own computer.
There you go.
Now, no, it's
No
still.
idea where it is, Jim, on this thing.
Just open it.
We're working on it. Hang on.
Okay.
No,
Don't say it.
You are coming through loud and clear. Okay. No, Jim's having a problem, Mimi.
No, that's different pages.
I can't. Your computer's yours. I'm done with it.
What do you mean? It's the same as your
No, it's
computer.
not.
I'm hitting launch meeting and see if it.
Participants, chat.
Go to meetings up above. See meetings up above?
Pin video. What's pin video? What's that
I
mean?
don't know.
That,
Yeah.
is that it?
All right.
It's a large scale thing.
No, it's
That's,
No.
that's assigning me.
Deborah Fransky. Exit full screen, view options, live, unpinned video, on YouTube.
Where are settings?
Right there. You just buzzed over it. Down, down, down. Oh, there.
Tool.
Video.
Hang on.
Wait a second. I thought I just saw a different screen.
Here are my video. Wait a minute.
Go back to general. Go back to general. Use dual monitors. Click that.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. And hit enter. Just hit your enter key.
Nope, they took it off.
people are so sad when it comes to like this technical stuff. Right, right.
All right, so how do you, are you supposed to send this?
I don't know, Jim, I'm going upstairs.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave it here. You're okay.
Yeah,
You know what else you can do if you go
Set it
in,
up on my computer if you want to go in there.
computer,
Do you
block
want to?
and show it only, go to your screen.
Yeah.
to the settings on there.
Wait a minute.
Here to see.
Yeah, go ahead. Try it, okay? Set it up.
Just type in,
No, wait a minute. No.
just type in this video.
Alan, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
They're doing stuff,
There you go.
okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Show and two.
There we are.
Yep.
Can't get beyond.
There we go. Now just hit exit full screen and then reopen it again and it'll reopen all the way.
Okay, so
Can you hear us, Jim?
So what's the page thing mean?
We hear you.
Drop
Oh.
or I don't know.
Oh, you do. Jim is having trouble hearing us,
And we're having trouble with the video.
and we're having video issues.
We can see you.
Now, I know you can see us. We're having trouble with our display.
Record, share screen, chat,
Video.
Yeah, just drag it over now.
participants, drop one.
Oh,
There you go.
There we go.
Ta-da. You keep dragging it. You can get it over.
I have to do this.
There you go. You're still not over all the way. You need to bring this over to the far edge.
I'll maximize them. Minimize, that must be minimized.
Not letting me.
I didn't even know how to send this down thing.
Now, up in the upper right-hand corner, hit.
In front.
There you go. Oh,
You
now everybody's in big screen, living color. Hello, everyone. Now we finally got it. Jim, can you still can't hear us?
This is totally, all right, so we're gonna exit full screen here, okay?
Poor Jim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want you to be-
Oh, I don't wanna leave meeting.
Oh, shucks.
Shucks.
Want me to do it?
Close. I'm gonna close this chat, okay? Share screen. Host disabled participant screen sharing.
You don't want to share your screen, Jim.
Well, mute this.
The problem Jim has is he can't hear anybody. He's not getting audio on his side. So if you talk to him, he's not hearing you, and that's what he's trying to fix.
Probably his best bet is to just log off and start again.
I agree, but we can't tell him that unless I
Yeah.
hold a big picture up to the screen or something.
Yeah, we can if we chat to him.
Yeah, you can chat to him. Perhaps
Absolutely do.
I'll chat to him.
Put him on the list. You want to do it? I got it.
We'll okay, go ahead. You can take care of it. Go ahead.
What happened to the chat?
It's there.
It's not-
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
8 o'clock and
Shabbat shalom.
8 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
No, you put it on the greeting for some reason. You just typed that on the greeting. See it? On the main screen? I don't know how it got there.
Oh, Jim log off and log back on.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone. He left already.
There we go.
There you go. Oh, I see a bunch of kids.
Yes.
And have
Kids.
a house.
Kid.
Kids. Look, kids, right.
Hi, Rabbi Bernie.
Hi, I got my two granddaughters.
Hi. Hi, Kayla, Leah.
You have your two assistants?
Leah and
They're
Kayla.
the leaders. Jim's, Rabbi Bernie's the assistant. They're
Yeah.
much better.
Associate.
Certainly better to look at. no
He's the
doubt.
associate, but he has two
Whoa,
assistants.
whoa, 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 whoa. Better look at what?
Absolutely.
I heard that.
They are much better looking than,
I heard that.
I know, it's my glasses.
that's right. There you go. That's fine.
He is better to look at. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I have my grandchildren with me.
Hey,
Yeah,
girls. Hey, guys. Ladies.
That's right.
I just gotta let you know.
I don't know. That's a good. I will find it. In a
So the girls will be starting Hillel in a few weeks, couple of weeks, whatever the time is.
What?
No, you so excited?
I'm so jealous of them. I wish I could go too.
I know, well, they would arrest you if you showed up there, but
Absolutely.
but anyways, every Friday afternoon, they have Kabbalat Shabbat. I think Rabbi Proman has been there several times
Yeah.
during that time, and they do Shabbat songs that have to do with Friday evening services. So they're going to assist me tonight.
Good.
Songs that they know.
Good.
Bernie, what day does the school actually start? Do you know?
46.
Do you know the date?
446.
I'm not sure.
I know it's the.
First week in September, I think.
Yeah,
No?
it's like in September.
Oh,
It's the third day of September.
Third
I got
day?
a bunch of shades I gotta get in before they start school. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. I'm not in that committee.
I'll have to. You mean you didn't spend the summer painting again, Bernie?
That was I remember that. We did it with Walter.
Yeah, you and Walter. Yep.
2
I was
weeks.
house committee chair.
Yeah, I remember. That was quite a job. We painted the whole school, all the walls.
Yep.
That was my vacation. I had 2 weeks vacation. I did it painting Hillel.
But did a good job.
Yeah.
I miss Walter. May he
Yeah.
rest in peace. Good guy.
Wow.
We
Yeah.
talk to Jackie every once in a while. We usually see her. I was supposed to visit her in Nashville a couple of years ago, and I got sick and couldn't go.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Hey,
reach-
Sandy and Harold.
Hi.
That's what it is. That's pretty loud.
Hi, here, Sandy and Harold. Shabbat shalom.
Hello,
Paula.
Paula.
Hi.
How was
How
that?
are you?
Paula?
Talking about you this afternoon. Oh, I'm hot.
You know what? My ears were ringing.
What's
I
that?
thought you were talking about me.
Hi, Lila. I haven't seen you for a while. How you doing?
Well, I always talk about you, Sandy.
Doing well.
Yeah.
Good. How's Steve? How's Steve doing?
Lower your.
Doing well.
Good.
Good. Nice.
Bad
Great.
connection.
It's
Oh,
like
Paula,
Grace
was
there
it
or
good
something.
or bad?
oh,
Uh-oh.
I think someone's on with that sound again.
Grace.
Yeah,
It's
it's Grace
Grace.
Newman, I think.
Grace, you need to go off and come back on. Yeah, that's you.
Yep, it's Grace.
Oh, yeah. Got that problem again. You got to get off and come back on again.
Was Alice also?
Right.
Guess it's like riding a horse, you know? You get thrown off, get back on again, ride that horse.
Yeah, we had Jim Norcross is having problems. He can't hear anybody. We heard him, but he couldn't hear us. I don't know if he came back on again or not.
I don't see him.
I don't see him.
Oh, I'll get the wine.
Back on again? Oh, that's too bad. I think we got separated. No, both Grace and Al are separate today.
Oh, sure.
Grace, you sound a little better. Grace, can you lower your camera just a little bit? Because we only see your eyes, the top of your glasses and your forehead. No, where'd Grace go? I lost her. There she is. So Grace, if you can hear me and you can lower your camera just a little bit.
I can't. I have a desktop.
You're working now. That's good.
No other place I can put it.
All right. We got to put you on some pillows or something. Because we don't get to see your beautiful face.
Pretend I have my mask on. Social distancing.
You're the rabbi's brother. Okay.
Hey, you know what? At least we can hear you now without that.
Fine.
One of these days, I'm going to call you with a recording of the sound that you make when your machine isn't working well. You should be on TV. All right. What time is it, Paula?
It's exactly 8 a.m.
Hi,
Paula. Hi.
PM, which means it's time to mute everybody. Time for Shabbat services. We'll ask everybody to mute up. And we're going to ask Leah and Kayla to help Rabbi Bernie with the bim bum, bim bum, bim bim bum.
Yes, we do bim bums and big bums first. Ready?
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Very, very, very
Bim bim bum. Bim 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 bum, big bum. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, hey, Shabbat, Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, hey. Good one.
Bum, bim, 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 bum, bim, 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 bim. Shabbat shalom. Great job, ladies. Good job. Leah and Kayla, you are amazing. You're great. You are very lucky, Rabbi Bernie. I'll tell you, the choir with you. So it's time for us to begin our Friday night service. And of course, we always begin with good news. So if you have something good to speak about tonight, open your mic and take it away.
My granddaughter is off to her first year of college.
On the way. Off. Where's she
And
going?
hopefully she won't have to turn around and come home after a week.
Amen. A lot of them are doing that. Where's she going?
Penn State.
Penn State. Well, good luck. Good luck.
One of the satellite campuses, not the main campus.
So hopefully, God willing, everything will be all right. There, a lot of these colleges and universities are learning from the ones that.
Yeah, hopefully the kids will be smart enough.
Well, they will. They go to Penn State. That's a pretty smart school.
No, I mean smart enough to do what's right.
I know. Kids, they all do what's right. Right?
I have good news, Rabbi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yesterday we held our 11th annual golf tournament in memorial of my son for the benefit of my grandchildren. And in spite of the COVID, we had an unbelievable turnout.
Excellent.
It was just so overwhelming. And we raised a lot of money for the benefit of our kids. And we just can't thank enough people and the support from the temple that we got and from our friends and family members. So it was a good day.
Mazel tov. Great news. I'm glad you were able to get that through during the COVID crisis. That's a home run. Congratulations.
It was amazing, really. Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
People
Who's
were great.
next?
Yep.
Anybody else? Good news? Bad week, huh? Been a bad week. Nobody else has good news? All right. That's it. Let's have everybody. Gail, we'll ask you to mute. We'll ask everybody to mute up at this time then, since that's all we're going to have so far. And we'll put the service up on the screen if I can find it. And Rabbi, although I think, if I remember correctly, I think the ladies know Shalom Aleichem without the words, don't they?
They do, and I have a siddur with me as well. Just
I'd
in
rather
case.
look at them. I'd much rather look at them.
Yeah, me too.
So let's hear the angels of peace welcoming this Shabbat, this first Shabbat in Elul, as we are in that final month of the year, the transitional month where we are looking for tshuva, where we're looking to return. And what a beautiful way, not only with the bim bam, but a beautiful way for us to bring Shabbat and the first Shabbat in Elul in with the angels singing our Shalom Aleichem. Go for it.
You go.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharei, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Amachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boahem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Amachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Amachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Amachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Thank you, ladies.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. Just really, that's one of those images that you'll never forget. Yedid Nefesh, Rabbi.
Yedid Nefesh Avarachaman Mishach Abdach Eritzonach ירוץ עבדה כמו אייל, ישתחווה אל מול הדרך, יערב לו ידידותך, מנופת צוף בכל טעם. Yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da, yada da 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 da.
And now we read at the bottom. All of you people at home, join me as with your microphones muted, please, of course, as we will read the Sabbath prayer together in the English. Let's read together. Dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. L'chuna ranana, page 15.
Go ahead.
L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai. Naria, l'tzor yishenu nikadma fanav b'toda. Naria, l'tzor yishenu bizmirot naria lo. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai.
And now we read it silently. Can't read all the nine months. Arba'im shana akut b'dor va'omar am toev levavhem vehem lo yadu drachai Hashem nishpati v'yapi im yava'un al menuchati.
And now, Rabbi, let us read responsibly the Psalm for 96. And do you want one of the kids to lead it with you, or
How's your English?
how's your English reading?
Awesome.
All right, we'll let Leah. We'll do responsibly. Shall I do it responsibly with her?
Yeah. Well, whatever, either way.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll start off here, and you read the other stuff in the italics. Sing a new song to Adonai. Acclaim Adonai, all people on earth. Good, Leah.
Sing to Adonai. Proclaim each day God's awesome might. Announce to the world God's glory and wonders.
For Adonai is great, deserving of praise. Adonai alone is to be revered as God.
All the gods of the nations are nothingness, but Adonai created the heavens.
Majesty and might accompany God. Splendor and strength adored God's sanctuary.
Acknowledge Adonai, all families of nations. Acclaim God's majestic power. Acknowledge God's glory and bring him tribute.
Worship Adonai in resplendent reverence. Let the earth tremble in God's presence.
Declare to the world, Adonai is
Sovereign.
God has steadied the world which stands firm and judges all nations with fairness.
And let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad, and let the sea and all it contains exult.
Let the fields and forests sing for joy. Adonai comes to rule the earth, to rule the world justly, and the nations will faithfulness.
Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umla'o yalo sadai v'kol hashebo asherananu kol ha'teyar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel b'tzedek v'yamin be'emunato.
And we'll rise up page 20 if you choose to for Mizmor LeDavid.
Mizmor LeDavid, Habul Adonai b'nei Elin, Habul Adonai kavod va'oz, Habul Adonai kavod shemo, Ishtakabul Adonai behadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, El hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, Kol Adonai b'koach, Kol Adonai be'ada, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vaishavir Adonai et arzei havanon, Vayakidem kimo egel, Lebanon v'Sirion kimo ven re'emim. Kol Adonai chote lahavot eish, Kol Adonai yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, Vayechasof ye'arot, Ubhekalo kulo omer kavod, Adonai lamavu yashav, Vayeshev Adonai melech liolam, Adonai oz li'amo yitein, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom.
Now it's time for the Lechadodi. We'll do that every other stanza. Page 21.
Lechadodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat
Shamo v'zacho b'dibor echad, Ishmiyanu el hamyukad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem u'teferet b'lid hilah. Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat mikabela. Is that right? Likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat mikabela. Migdash melech meluka, kumiti mitach hafecha. Rav lach shevet v'yemek habacha v'hu yachamo alayechem la.
Lechadodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat
Hitorari, kiva ore, kumi ori, shedaberi, kivod Adonai alayek nigla.
Lechadodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat
V'haya l'shimsa shosayech v'rachaku komevalayich yasis alayich Elohayich kimsos katan al kala. Lechadodi,
likrat kala, pene Shabbat
Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzahala. Tokemune, am segula, boi chala, boi chala.
Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pele Shabbat Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala. Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pele Shabbat
And that's it for Bo Likadoti.
Beautiful.
Nicely done, ladies. And that was a tune that they taught me.
That's beautiful. Beautiful job. Rabbi, let's do this one responsively. A song for Shabbat is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God.
To affirm your love each morning and your faithfulness each night to the music of the lute and the melody of the harp.
Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation.
How vast your works, Adonai. Your designs are beyond our grasp.
The thoughtless cannot comprehend. The foolish cannot fathom this.
The wicked may flourish, springing up like grass, but their doom is sealed, for you are supreme forever.
Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish. All the wicked shall crumble.
But me you have greatly exalted, and I'm anointed with fragrant oil. I've seen the downfall of my foes, and I've heard the despair of my attackers.
The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. They shall grow tall like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they will thrive in the courts of our God.
They shall bear fruit even in old age, and they shall be ever fresh and fragrant, to proclaim Adonai is just, my rock, in whom there is no flaw.
4 lines from the bottom. Tzadik katamar.
Tzadik katamar yefrach, ke'erez bavanon yeskeh, shitulim beveit Adonai, bechatrot Eloheinu yafrichu. Od yenubon b'seva, t'shenim v'rananim yeyu lehagid, ki ashar Adonai tzori v'lo avlatabo.
Adonai malach levesh levesh Adonai.
Edotecha ne'amnu mi'od levecha nava kodesh Adonai liorech yamim.
And now those of you reciting the mourner's Kaddish, only those of you reciting the Kaddish may open your microphones at this time, and we will say the words of the Kaddish, either for a yortzeit or a loved one together. We say the Kaddish words in unison. Here we go. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra hirute, v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye kechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala ubizman bariv v'yiru Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal shmei v'kodesha v'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata u'shpechata v'nechamata da'amidon v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehi shalom Rabbah v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru Amen. Now, if you wish to open your microphone for the Baruch Hu, you may do so as we call to worship with the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavarach.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Leolam Vaed. We'll ask everyone to please mute the microphones, and Rabbi Bernie will lead us in the Praised Are You.
Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe. Your word bringing the evening dusk. You open with wisdom the gates of dawn, design the day with wondrous skill, and set out the succession of seasons and arrange the stars in the sky according to your will. Adonai Tzavot, you create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall forever embrace us. Praised are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk.
Omavir Yamame Vilaila. Omavti Ben Yamavein Laila Adonai Tzavot Shemo. El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Imloch Aleinu Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Amari Varavim. Avat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu lemadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbeinu u'bkumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu v'yorech yomeinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla v'yavadcha tasim imenu le'olamim. Baruch ata Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. You may open your microphones and join Leah and Kayla and the rabbi in Shema.
Ready, kids?
Shema Yisrael Adonai Elohim Adonai
And now we'll ask everybody to please mute their microphones as we continue with the V'ahavta, V'ahavta 8, Adonai Elohecha, B'chol lebavcha, B'chol nafshecha, U'b'chol me'odecha, V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, Asher anochi mitzabecha hayom al levabecha, V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam, V'shivtecha b'beitecha, V'lechtecha b'derech, U'v'shafbecha uvkumecha. Ukshartam laot al yadecha v'hayula totafot beinenecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha v'hayim shamoa tishma'u el mitzvotai asher anochi mitzavetchem hayom le'avatan levchem lo tchol chol nafshechem v'tadi matar tifem v'tov yamrem makosh Lema'an yirbu yimechem v'mevinechem al dama shenishba Adonai lebeotechem lated lahem yimei hashamayim al haaretz. Rabbi?
Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'amata aleihem v'yasu lahem tzitzit al kanfei bigdeihem ledorotam v'natnu al tzitzit hakanav v'til techelet v'haya lachem letzitzit noritem oto Uzachartem et kol mitzvot Adonai miasitem otam velo taturu acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem asher atem zonim achareihem lema'an tizkaru miasitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem Asher rotzei tietchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. V'yamar kol zeh v'gamelim v'melhinim v'zodam v'laksir amo ha'patenim ha'malachim ha'kenu ha'gonim mikol korasim oel ha'nifra lanu mitzarenu v'ham shalem gamo l'chol ha'bein nashenu ha'aseh gadol ha'tein chayke v'niflot adei mispar asam nashenu v'chayim v'lo natamat mo v'revneinu ha'marachenu v'moteinu v'yomkenenu ha'kosanenu ha'oseh lanu nisim ukama b'farotot v'noftim b'me'admat v'necham המכה ואחותו בחוק בחברי מצרים ויצא את עמו ישראל מתוכם לחירות עולם המעביר בניו בין גזרי ים סוף ורפאיהם וצאניהם בתרמות טבעה ורבניו כברתו שבחו בדו לשמו ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה בני ישראל הכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה מלכותך רבה ובניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה לינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר גברנה את יעקב וגולו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גל ישראל. If you wish to join Rabbi Bernie now, you may do so with the Hashkivan with the English, page 33 towards the top left.
Help us,
Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign through life.
Spread over
us your shelter of peace, guide us with good counsel, save us because of your mercy, shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and tomorrow.
Remove the
evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always.
Spread over us
the shelter of your peace. Praise to you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
This time we'll ask everybody to mute their microphones, please, as I pray for God to shelter us. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LeShalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha V'takneinu b'yetzato b'milfanecha V'hoshienu leman shemecha
והגן בדינו והסר מעלינו אויב דבר וחרב ורע ויגון יסר שטן מפנינו ומי אחרינו ובצל כנפיך תסתירנו כי אל שומרנו ומצילנו אתה כי המלך חנון ורחום אתה ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום אתה ביד עולם ופרוץ עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו יעל כל עמו ישראל ויעל ירושלים. Now we'll ask you to rise if you choose on page 34 for the Vishamru, and Leah, Kayla, and the rabbi will lead us in Vishamru. Please leave your microphones muted. Rabbi, take it away.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
וילמד דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו
אמן.
יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי יומיה.
יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויפר וירומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה
בריחו
אמין כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בימה ויאמרו
אמן.
Amen. The Amida will be silent. I'll say it softly under breath. If you wish to join me in the English or Hebrew or say it on your own, of course, welcome to say the words in your heart, as this is a silent prayer, silent meditation between us, our God, and again, as I mentioned at the beginning of service, especially this month, as we try to tshuva, as we try to return, we say prayers with a little bit extra this month, as we always remember God is looking down upon us. האוהל הגדול, הגיבור בן רעי, יום כמל חסדים טובים וקנה יעקב וזוכח זאבות ומביא גאולה בני בניהם למען שמו ויבא המלך עושה פוגע מה שמגיעים ברוך אתה ה' מגן אברהם ופוק את שרה אתה גיבור למען רעי מחיים איתם אתה רב להושיע מחלקי חיים בחסד מחיים איתם רחמים רבים סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומותיר אסורים ומקיים ענותו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות מידו מלך ממית ומחיים מצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיוב מתים ברוך אתה ה' מחיים איתם אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בחיים מלך שר ברוך עיני האל הקדוש אתה קידשת את יום השביעי לשמך תכלי מעשה בשמיים וארץ וברכת מכל הימים וקדשת מכל הזמנים וכן כתוב בתורתך ויחולו השמיים וארץ וכל צבאם ויחלים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישבו ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות אלוהינו ולאבותינו רצי ומנוחתנו קדשנו במצוותיך ותנחנו בתורתך וסבנו בטובך בישועתך ותהל בנו ועבדך באמת באנכינו אלוהינו בעבר ברצון שבת קודשך וינוחו בישראל מקדשי שמך ברוך אדוני מקדש השבת רצינו אלוהינו בעמך ישראל ואילותם וישב אותה דבר העבודה לבירתך ולבריאתם בעבדך ברצון ובהיר רצון דמינו ודעת ישראל עמך ותחזינו מנהינו בשוב כל הזיון ברחמים ברוך ה' מחזיר שכנתנו ציון מודים אנחנו לך שאתה עונה להן ולותינו אלינו ואת סוף חיינו ומגן ישנו אתה ולטוב אדונו דרך לספר תהילתך על חיינו מסורים בידיך ועל נשמותינו הפקודות לך ועל ניסך שבכל יום עמנו ועל נפלותיך בטובתך שבכל עת ערב ובוקר בצהריים על טוב חילוך רחמך ברחם גדולות ומחסדך מעולם קיווינו לך ועל כולם יפרח ויתרומם שמך מלכנו תמיד לעולם ועד בכל החיים ברוך סלע ובריאות שמך באמת האל ישועתנו ועזרתנו סלע ברוך אתה אדוני הטוב שמך ולכנה להודות שלום רב שלומך ילקוי יושבי תבל תשים לעולם כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום וטוב עיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך ברוך ה' מברך את עמו ישראל בשלום אלוהי ניצור מהרה שפתי מתנפל מהרה ובחנו ונשיבות ומחדל בביתך ובתורתך ושמעתך ובפתיעותך נשי בכל אופן רשמי מעלי ברעה מהרה הפרט העצורים בכל משפטיים ועשה למען שמך ועשה למען ימינך ועשה למען קדושתך למען תורתך למען יזכון ידיך הושיע ימינך בעינינו יראת מפני ויקרא לפניך אדוני סורים וגואלי עושה שלום רב ועושה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו amen. At this time we're going to do the prayer for healing. For those of you that wish to say the name of someone who may be ill, when I stop, you may say the name, and then when you have said the name of those people you are remembering, please re-mute your microphones. Misha berach avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah hu yivarech v'yarafei et
Steve Prager.
John Arnold,
Arthur and Linda
Nina
Buck.
Bott Henrietta, Dr. Karen
Didn't say
Barbara Isaacs,
Gloria
Marie-
Weinberg.
Tina
Marie
Hawkins and Juan
Finger.
Barrios.
Arlene Sugarman,
Miriam
Sarah
Bach.
Bracha, bye.
Caroline Kennedy,
Angela
Melissa
Volante.
Schaefer.
Ami
Evan
Chayam,
Rump.
Sarah Bracha.
Faith Lerner, John Toliano.
David Shapiro and Christopher Johnson.
Judy Wise, Mel Ossoff.
If all the names have been mentioned, please remute your microphones. כל החולים בקהילה הקדושה, הקדוש ברוך הוא מלא רחמים עליהם, להחזיקם ולפרותם, וישלח להם מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, בפרט הנפש, בפרט הגוף בתוך של חולי ישראל. שבת היא מליזו, רפואה קרובה לבוא, השתה בגל בזמן קריב, ונאמר, Amen. May God bring blessing and healing to to all those we've mentioned and all those we know of, those we perhaps not know of, who suffer illness within the congregational family. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and to vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being together with all who may be ill. Misha Behera Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Behera Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. This first Shabbat in Elul, I was asked by special request to sing a blessing song, a song that reminds so many of you and so many of us of our loved ones in heaven. And Mimi, I want to thank you for sending me a text this evening just before Shabbat, asking for this Sabbath prayer. May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Favor them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's way. May God bless you and grant you long. May the Lord fulfill our Sabbath prayer for you. May God make you good husbands, and may He send you husbands who will care for you. May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. Favor them, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. Amen. We ask God to hear our Sabbath prayer this week and every week. Amen. And as we continue now with our service, I'll move along to the, got it. Vayachulu and Rabbi Bernie will now lead us, page 47. If you choose, you may stand.
Okay, girls. Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevah vayechal Elohim hayom hashvi'i v'chol asher asa vayisbor vayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa Vayivarech Elohim et Yom HaShvi'i Vayikadeshoto Ki v'Shabbat mikol melachto Elohim Lasod. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon Konei Shamayim va'aretz. Magen Navod Bidvaro, Mechaye Meitim B'ma'amaro, Ha'el HaKadosh She'en Kamohu, Hameniach Le'amo B'yom Shabbat Kodsho, Kivam Ratza Lehaniach Lahem, Kivam Ratza Lehaniach Lahem, Lefanav Na'avod B'Rava Fakad, V'nodeh Lishmo B'chol Yom Tamid, Me'on HaBrachot, El HaHodaot, Adon HaShalom, Mekadesh HaShabbat, Umebarek Shvi'i, Umeniach B'Kedusha, Le'am Medushnei Oneg, Zecher, Lemase Bereshit. Eloheinu v'Avoteinu, Ritzei b'mnuchateinu, Ka'adshenu b'mitzvotecha, V'techalkeinu b'toratecha, Sahabeinu mituvecha, V'samcheinu b'shuatecha, V'tahel libeinu Li'avdecha be'emet, Ve'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu bi'ava u'ratzon Shabbat Kodshecha v'nuchuva Yisrael mikadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Yikral v'yitkarash shamei Rabbah.
Amen.
Yalma divrach chirutei v'yamel chmalchutei b'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayechol Beit Yisrael. B'agalav bizman kari v'yimaru.
Amen.
Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach. Le'olam u'lo me'omaya.
Yitbarach.
Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalash v'yitgrusha.
Berichu.
Elam min kol b'chata b'shirata tushbachata v'nechmata damiram v'yama v'yimru.
Amen.
Ikabas lo ton v'oton d'cho Yisrael kadam v'hon v'yishmai v'yimru.
Amen.
Hey, Shlomo Rabbi Mishmai v'chaim alein v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. What a beautiful, beautiful group. You guys are amazing. Is Jacob here tonight? Jacob, you here?
I think I've seen him.
Is Jacob here tonight? Jacob!
Hello, Rabbi.
Hey, Jacob! I have to ask Mimi if she poured the wine first. Mimi?
Wine's poured.
Grape juice?
Poured.
Alan, you got your Moscato going?
We have our Moscato.
All right, everybody else got their stuff going? All right, beautiful, beautiful. Jacob, are you tuned up this week? You ready? It's a new month.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, look at you. He grows up every week. God, it's unbelievable. What do you grow, 10 inches every week? Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, turn your light on. Of course, we have to see you, right?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher Kedishana B'mitzvot V'ratzavanu V'Shabbat Kodsho V'Yahava Uvatzon Hinhilanu Zikron L'Maaseh Bereshit Ki Hu Yom Tehillah L'Mekrayet Kodesh Zachar L'Tziyah Mitzrayim Ki Banu B'Harta V'Yotanu Ki Dashta Michol Hamim V'Shabbat Kodshecha V'Yahava Uvratzon Hinchaltanu Baruch Atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Jacob, I want to ask you a question.
Yes?
You did that so well. I was wondering if you would do the Kiddush for Kol Nidre. You think about that and let me know next week, okay?
Okay, I'll think about it.
If you can do the Kiddush for Kol Nidre, and you'll let me know next week, all right?
All right.
All right. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yom Kippur, yeah.
Okay. All right, time for the Devar. We'll ask everybody to please mute your microphones at this time. We're going to talk about judges, Shoftim, which is this week. And I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to start off by telling you a story. And to some of you, this story may not be a story that you've never heard before. You actually may have heard this story, for those of you that are read up on the Chelm stories. So I will tell you the story. A stranger in his horse-drawn buggy pulled up beside a rundown farmhouse in Chelm. He got out and he knocked at the door. Chaye Sarah, a lady on in her years, answered the door. And the man asked her for directions to Chelm Machine Shop. Is there a Chelm machine shop? Ich wish nicht. I don't even know if Chelm has a machine shop, replied Chaye Sarah. Well, the stranger climbed back into his buggy and pulled away. All of a sudden, he hears a loud sound, voices coming from behind him, and he stopped. He turned his head around and saw Chaye Sarah and an elderly gentleman waving for him to come back, come back. He pulled the reins, and the horse made a U-turn, bringing him back to them. When he got there, Chaye Sarah said, "This is my husband, Gimple the Brain Trust. As to the question about Chelm having a machine shop, I want you to know that Gimple doesn't know either." You see, the story reminds me of a question I once asked my teacher of Talmud. I asked my teacher, am I here to learn about Judaism, or did I make a wrong turn and wind up in law school? I will never, ever forget my teacher's answer. He responded in Devarim Parshat Shoftim, which happens to be this week's Torah reading and means judges. God commands us to think like a lawyer. He said that it was a mitzvah for us to make sure that we learn the process of determining what is right and what is wrong. Now, while many Jews are formally trained in law, most of the rest of us get our training by watching shows like Perry Mason, episodes of different CSI, Law and Order, and other series where discussions of rules of evidence are explained and demonstrated. Of course, the kids here tonight have no clue who Perry Mason is, but you know, I write these Divrei Torah for you old people, elderly people. During those shows, we hear the attorney or one other stand up and shout, "Objection!" And then we hear the judge respond with either overruled or sustained. When the judge says sustained, the jury is then told not to consider what they just heard. I think it's funny how every time I hear a judge say that, I think to myself, how can the jury forget what they just heard? It's like something right out of Chelm. The thing is, finding the machine shop is a destination. Learning the rules of evidence is a journey. Every time I ask a lawyer a question, I'm always fascinated at how they rarely answer it. Instead, they give various options, beginning with on one hand, and then on the other hand. The reason this is so interesting is because that it is exactly how we learn Talmud. Knowing the answer is not as important as how we arrive at the answer. This process that both lawyers and Jews follow is based on an agreed upon set of repeatable logic steps. Lawyers use it to give context to established law to best help their clients. And we Jews use that same process to learn Torah. So yes, even when we do not know an answer, everyone is asked to either share their answer or say that they do not know and why. Many times a better answer comes from those who didn't know it in the first place as they go through the process of understanding. As lawyers and Jews learn not to accept Lashon Hara, better known as gossip or hearsay, can you imagine a courtroom situation where Yankelovich answers the lawyer's question with, well, Moshe told Sarah to tell David, who told my wife, Miskait Batshena, who told me that the Fashtunkene defendant, Shimon Rabinowitz Schwartz, admitted that he stole the money from Sadie because, well, in her prison cell, Bernie Madoff told her that she would make a fortune for the whole family if she invested with him. Can you imagine that? We can all hear the judge screaming, Oy vey zmir, gewalt, gewalt, even before an attorney has a chance to say, objection, objection. Now, what is interesting in this particular case is that our Talmud accepts no hearsay or Lashon Hara either. It is a mitzvah to test each piece of information we receive and to trust nothing on face value. The Talmud understands that this mental discipline helps not just lawyers and juries, but everyday people like us to not be led astray by Lashon Hara. And that is the center of this week's Torah reading. It tries to keep the children of Israel focused on Judaism's core value, the relentless pursuit of justice. Tzedek, tzedek tirdof, justice, justice. You shall relentlessly pursue, so that you can thrive and occupy the land that God gives to all of us. This week's Torah reading commands us to work hard to keep from being led astray from the relentless pursuit of justice. Some of the rules of evidence we are taught are fundamental to our existence. For example, there must be at least 2 witnesses before anyone can be convicted of a crime. Furthermore, in the case of a capital crime, those who witness must be the first to stone the condemned to make sure that they understand the impact and the serious consequences of their testimony. It is also clear that we're not permitted to practice vengeance. That is the reason for the creation of the city of refuge. It protects the lives of those who have inadvertently caused the death without evil intention. And more importantly, it keeps those who would seek vengeance from killing an innocent person in the heat of anger. So one of the most interesting things about this week's Torah reading is that it contains the mitzvah that requires a king, that the king must be read to from the Torah every single day. This drives home the point that we must be very disciplined in our behavior and in our minds so we can tirdof, relentlessly pursue justice. To truly tirdof justice, we must run after, quest after, hunger for, and thirst for justice, just as a starving, thirsty person seeks food and water to survive. Yes, justice is just as important to our survival as food and water. We all watch the news, and we do fall for the bait that they use to get and keep our interest in that newscast. Our Torah reading wants us to check out everything we hear and not reject Lashon Hara out of hand. Our journalists, many of which I call entertainers and not true journalists anyway, often spread untruths just to keep us watching. And they do that for better ratings, not necessarily to get the truth of the matter. And that is why we, as a people, must accept our responsibility to relentlessly pursue justice all the time, every day, every hour, every minute, every second. And when we do, it is my prayer that we will become role models to others. Even if they do not, we will know that we are not like those that we despise. We will know that we are doing the right thing. And when we put our heads on our pillows each and every night, we can sleep knowing that we did the right thing. And that is why I want each of you to know that I too do not know if there is a machine shop in Chelm. And with that, I say, Shabbat Shalom. It is time for Aleinu. If I can get this thing to work. I don't like this part when we have the freeze ups. It is time for the Aleinu. You may open your microphones and join Rabbi Bernie and Leah and Kayla, if they're still there, with the singing of Aleinu.
Kakato v'torah taka Adonayim
And now I'll ask the choir to please close their microphones. Everyone, please mute your microphones as we remember this week's Yortzites. We remember with love this week's congregational Yortzites: Rebecca Cohen, Rose Cole, Abraham Fleischman, Samuel Goldberg, Louis Greenberg, Ray Greenstein, Benjamin Kerbel, Herbert Levine, Leonard Perry, Hyman Shumrak, Yehudit Didi Kaluski, and Deborah Torf Golden. Are there any other Yortzites or names of loved ones that you wish to say? You may say those now. You may open your microphones.
George Kaplan. Abraham Fleischman, hero of the Battle of Okinawa.
David Kuczynski.
Leonard Hillman.
May the faith that binds us to our loved ones be a continuing source of comfort as we now invite those mourning and observing a Yortzeit to rise and to join me in reciting the words of the Kaddish together. Here we go. Yit Gadal, Yit Gadal, Shmei Rabba,
Yama Tivra Chekute Yamlit Machite B'chayikon U'yomekon U'b'chayei Tchol Yisrael Ha'ala B'man Kari V'Amru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Barak V'Yolam V'Nei Omaya Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitpa'ar V'Yitramam V'Yitnaseh V'Yitadar V'Yitaleh V'Yitalal Shnei T'Kudisha V'Breyachu V'Elam Yinkum V'Yachata V'Shirata Tushbachata V'Nechamata V'Yamad V'Yomam V'Amru Amen. Yehi Shama Rabba Nitamaya Ayin Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Amru Amen. Osei Shalom B'Mam Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Amru Amen.
Romav Huyaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru. Amen. I'll ask everybody please mute your microphones at this time. Everybody please mute. Rabbi and I will lead us in the Psalm of the season. I'll lead. Rabbi, you will lead the congregation in the response. Adonai is my light and my help. Whom shall I fear? Adonai is the strength of my life. Whom shall I dread?
When evildoers draw near to slander me, when foes threaten, they stumble and fall. Though enemies be arrayed against me, armies be arrayed against me, I have no fear. Though wars threaten, I remain steadfast in my faith.
One thing I ask of Adonai, for this I yearn, to dwell in the house of Adonai all the days of my life, to behold God's beauty, to pray in God's sanctuary.
Hiding me in his shrine, safe from peril, God will shelter me beyond the reach of disaster and raise my head high above my enemies.
I will bring God offerings with shouts of joy, singing, chanting praise to Adonai.
Adonai, hear my voice when I call, and be gracious to me and answer. It is you whom I seek, says my heart. It is your presence that I seek, Adonai.
Do not hide from me. Do not reject your servant. You have always been my help. Do not abandon me. Forsake me not, my God of deliverance.
Although my father and my mother leave me, Adonai will care for me.
Teach me your way, Adonai. Guide me on the right path to confound my oppressors.
Do not abandon me to the will of my foes, for false witnesses have risen against me, purveyors of malice and lies.
Yet I have faith that I shall surely see Adonai's goodness in the land of the living. Hope in Adonai. Be strong, take courage, and hope in Adonai. Lulei hamanti l'Rabba tuv be'eretz chayim, kaveh Adonai chazak v'yametz libecha v'kaveh el Adonai. Now those of you saying Kaddish may open your microphones again, as we will recite the second Kaddish together with our microphones open. Together, Yit Gadal,
Yit Gadal, Shmei Rabba, Yama Tivra Chekute Yamlit Machite B'chayikon U'yomekon U'b'chayei Tchol Yisrael Ha'ala B'man Kari V'Amru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Barak V'Yolam V'Nei Omaya Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitpa'ar V'Yitamam V'Yitnaseh V'Yithadar V'Yitaleh V'Yitalal Shnei T'Kudisha V'Breyachu V'Elam Yinko B'Yachata V'Shirata Tushbachata V'Nechamata V'Yamam V'Amru Yehi Shema Rabba Nitamaya B'chayim Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Amru Amen. Osei Shalom B'Mamav U'Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Amru
Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mamav U'Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Amru Amen. I'll ask everybody to please mute your microphones now. Once again, please all mute your microphones. We'll call on Adele Dabarsky, our president, for some announcements. Adele, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you, rabbis, for leading us in services. And of course, thank you, Leah, Kayla, and Jacob. As usual, they were just fabulous. And it was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Just to remind everyone, services tomorrow morning are at 9:30 a.m. Tomorrow evening, Havdalah is at 8:21. Sunday through Thursday evening, 7 o'clock. Tuesday, lunch bunch with Rabbi Eli Perlman. I'm sure it will be entertaining as well as educational. And Tuesday night is Temple Ner Tamid trivia night, where the questions will all be about the history of Temple Ner Tamid. And if you want to study the history of Temple Ner Tamid, just go to our new website and you will find all the information that you need to know. Plus, we may be asking you questions that are not in that history, things that you have to go back to your Temple Ner Tamid history on your own and think about the answers. I want to remind everybody, we had sent out an email yesterday with information about the distribution of Machzorim. We will have 3 different dates: a Wednesday night, a Sunday morning, and a Tuesday night, where you can come by the temple, drive by the temple, and pick up a machzor. What will happen is someone will place that machzor. You can pop your trunk, and they'll place the machzor in your trunk, and you can be on your way. So it's really important that you reserve a time. The email will go out again on Monday. So if you have not yet registered for a time to pick up a machzor, it's really important that you do that by September 4th. So it'll be a good, we will have the service on the screen also, but several people like to be able to follow on their own. And so we are offering you that opportunity to follow along in your own machzor. And Shabbat Shalom. And Rabbi, thank you for that Sabbath prayer.
My pleasure. I will tell you that, yes, especially for Yomim Narayim, for the high holidays or holy days, people read at different speeds, and we want you to be able to get something out of it. So we don't want to just race through the screen. You know, we're going too fast and you're getting nothing from it. So having a machzor in your hand will allow you to work at your own pace and your own speed. You know, I've had so many people say to me, I can't keep up with you, but that's okay. Keep up with you and find the place which you're comfortable at and make the words meaningful for you. Make this holiday meaningful for you. This is going to be different. It's going to be very different. But it doesn't have to be bad. It can be wonderful. It can be a beautiful experience, because really the bottom line is we're all trying to tshuva. We're all trying to return to God. And it doesn't really matter where we are. What matters is how we are. And so that's what we'll do. We'll return to God. Rabbi, what are we ending with tonight? Are the girls going to help you?
Well, they haven't quite learned the Yigdal yet.
Do they want to do Adon Olam?
How about that? You want to do Adon Olam?
Sure.
All right.
You have the words?
Yep, we got it. We're all set with your words.
I'd much rather look at the ladies than the words.
Me too, but I got to look at the words. My memory.
Well, don't forget, people, as soon as we're done, it's time for the little schnapps of Rooney. So make sure you get your whatever you're going to have, wine, grape juice, or schnapps ready. Go for it. Adon Olam.
Adon Olam Hashem Allah B'terem kol yitzir nivra Li'et nasa b'chefzo kol Hazai melech shemo nikra V'yolad harei kichlod hakol Levado yimloch nora V'hu haya v'hu hoveh Vehu yeh b'tifara Vehu echad v'yein sheni Lehamshir lo lehachbira B'li reshit b'li tachlit V'lo ha'oz v'hamisra Vehu eli v'chai Vitzorchem li v'yetzara
Nisir umanosi menakosi beyom ekra v'yado afinuchi ve'ishon ha'ira ve'imruchi geviati Adonai li velo ira.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Jacob, thanks for a beautiful Kiddush tonight. Thanks so much. You add so much to the service. All right, open microphones, everybody. We're going to toast to the month of Elul. We're going to toast to all of us being able to find that spirituality, that road to tshuva. Let us together. Baruch Hashem shakol yeh bevaro l'chaim shalom. I almost forgot to go to the social hall for this. All right.
Yeah.
You know, I can't believe this. I thought that when I opened this on Shavuos, on Pesach, it would get me through to Rosh Hashanah. It's not going to happen. It's a good thing I got another. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom, everyone.